global explorer Edmund Jin takes you on a journey into the world of energy medicine and its power to balance body, mind, and spirit.
Welcome to Tao Living in Balance, where we explore ancient healing tradition and world energy medicine. Years ago, when I learned I had a life-threatening illness, I realized I had to change my life from one of the overwork stress to the life of peace, balance, and healing. Since then, I've been on the most important journey of my life, a journey back to health.
It is no secret that spending time in natural settings promotes positive mind, body, and spirit benefits. Researchers have found immediate and dramatic effect from even 15 minutes of wandering in the forest, and studies show spending time in nature has both long and short-term health benefits.
What happens is when we're naturally resonating with nature, our body goes into its natural state. If we're resonating with somebody being angry at us, or we're resonating with being afraid, if we're feeling is resonating. So if we're feeling angry, feeling afraid, or not feeling at all, we're not resonating with the ground, with the earth, with the air, with the sun, with the heat. All these things are natural that we need to put ourselves in that environment and relax. And that is energy healing.
Let's talk for a moment about the healing energy of nature and how that can bring us to our heart.
You know, I think one of the ultimate healers is nature. Absolutely. Our world is so, I know I say this a lot because I'm always in awe at how amazing our world is. Trees and plants exhale oxygen. We inhale oxygen. We exhale carbon dioxide. They inhale carbon dioxide. How good is that? So just from a scientific point of view, we're out in nature, we're getting more oxygen, we're getting fresh air. But the aliveness of plants is palpable. Sometimes I give my students or clients homework. I assign them tree time. Now, basically, bigger plants have bigger energies, smaller plants have smaller energies. A nice big juicy tree has roots in the ground and their branches in the heavens. And if we get our backs to that tree or just get in the energy field of that tree, they have a lot of energy. And we can get in the energy field of that tree and get a treatment. We can just stand and feel, and trees will teach us how to grow roots and how to connect to the heavens. And with some trees that are so brilliant, like redwoods, they're connected underground. They're holding hands underground. So we can feel that interconnectedness of all life.
The energies of nature in general are harmonized better with our bodies than a lot of our man-made sources of energy. And I think that's particularly true today, where we're so subjected to information overload and stimulation from the media. I think there's a concept that's been proposed called nature deficit disorder, which I believe in. And, I think this affects a lot of kids today as well. The sounds in nature, whether it's wind blowing through trees or water running over rocks, they have a different complexity. The sound waves have different architecture than the sound waves that come from man-made devices. And I think there are things that's something we need. Same thing with the visual stimulation that we get when you look at a landscape or look at trees. That's very different from looking at a computer screen. And I think that we are more and more cut off from that, and that's something we need to be healthy.
technology accelerates the pace of our lives.
It does.
And it was the original promise was technology is going to give us more time to do all the things that we want to do. And we know that's not our experience.
We human beings are designed to be in a certain rhythm that's the rhythm of nature. Mm-hmm. And the rhythm of nature is a pace of medium to slow. That's how nature works. Mm-hmm. When we live in such a fast-paced, technological society, we are getting out of rhythm with nature. You can spend 5 minutes a day connecting in with the earth. It's called earthing. And all it means is going barefoot somewhere on the natural earth, ideally on grass or at the beach. But anywhere where you are on natural land, you will earth. It will balance your own field back into the field of the earth. That is simple, that is free, and anyone could do it.
Considered nature's medicine, Ayurveda originated in India over 5,000 years ago. Dr. Suhas Kshirsagar explains the vital connection of living in balance with nature.
Ayurveda is one of the most ancient and most comprehensive system of healthcare that is known to humanity. It's a very interesting term. It's a very ancient Sanskrit word, Ayurveda. It comprises of two different little words. One is Ayu and the second is Veda. Ayu means life and Veda means knowledge or science. It simply means science to lead a healthy, vibrant and fulfilling life. And everything it entails in order for a human being to really understand how to live well. It's a medical science, but it's based upon philosophical understanding of human being as an integral part of the nature itself. So, as we like to say, Ayurveda is a science of life, and it actually addresses every aspect and every facet of life in order to really understand who we are and how we are connected with the universe as such. One of the most important aspects of Ayurvedic medicine is to understand your connection with Mother Nature. And this is something which is one of the foundation of Ayurvedic medicine, because we are made up of these 5 basic elements, and so is the human body made up of these basic elements. We are 100% made in and made by nature itself.
How important is getting reconnected to the earth and the energetic aspect of that?
It's everything. You know, it could make me cry. It's everything. So many people, you know, even coming into healing classes and wanting to do all of these techniques, they are not grounded. I would say most people who come into our classes start off not grounded. And so we have all sorts of techniques that, especially if you're going to live in an urban jungle, you need ways to get that energy grounded. And my favorite way is to get out into nature. But if they don't, you want to move that energy down your legs or even tap on your cheekbones. Now you will learn after a while, when you tap on your cheekbones, the body starts learning and you will be able to feel it go all the way down to the ground and hook into the earth. Wow. And even through whatever you're standing on, but nothing is as good as being in nature, and it's incredibly healing.
Sharon Callahan is an expert in flower essences. Sharon tells Nina Jin about the importance of flower essences.
Aromatherapy is wonderful. It's based on the fragrance. But with aromatherapy, you're using lots of flowers. Like if you're using lavender or rose petals, it's lots and lots and lots of them. With a flower essence, you're simply capturing, as we described, the essence of the healing power or the quality of the flower. Each essence represents what I would term like a quality or a virtue that's already inherent in every being that we want to help blossom, come forward. The way they work is that they enter the nervous system. If you take them orally or you put them on the skin, however you do it, they enter the nervous system where they simply bring that quality more fully into your being.
That all these are flower essence are just reinforce that best quality.
That's right. And it takes very, very little from the original, like these are the mother essences, the ones that are made in the field. It only takes a drop in the bottle that I'm sending out to hold the complete power of the lotus flower, because any vibrational preparation, it's not quantity dependent.
I see.
It's not dependent on the quantity of the flowers you used in the beginning, nor is it dependent on how many drops you put in, nor is it dependent on how many drops the person gives to the animal. One drop is enough, because one drop carries all of the information. Now, many people can't believe that one drop of something can work. So if you read the instructions, it will usually say 3 to 5 drops or something like that. It doesn't need to be that many. It only says that because most people can't believe that one is enough.
Yeah, and in this case, I guess almost less is more.
Less is more. Less is more.
Anne Marie Sayers is the tribal chair of Indian Canyon.
In our language, it's Rama, and that's the Mutsun language. Water is not just H2O, or Rama, it's just not H2O. It is the movement of the water, it is the sound of the water, it is the creek, the rocks that contain the water. They are one and inseparable. Water is the blood of the earth.
My name is Parusha. I live here in Mount Shasta. I've been here for maybe 25 years. It's a place where heaven meets earth and where you have nature in this vast abundance. And we're here today. This is called Big Spring. It's just a mile outside the town of Mount Shasta, and it has water that is filtered through the mountain that maybe fell on the mountain 30, 40, 50 years ago and took that period of time to filter through. So it has like a purity and like a live vibration that is like immensely charged. And you can feel like the pulse of nature that is so strong here in a natural environment where you're surrounded by everything that is not made by man. And it arises an impulse in us that identifies and feels like the pulse of the whole universe. Because here we're inseparable from nature and its vast mystery. And we're a part of that mystery and a part of nature evolving in life itself.
All indigenous people globally have similar belief, and that is, it's like the earth, our mother is the earth, and the earth is like our body. The water is the blood, the wind, the air is the breath of our mother, of the earth, and fire is the spirit. And when you have ceremony, usually there is a fire, and so that spirit connects.
Ismana Carney is a facilitator of Indigenous-based rituals. In her book, Women's Ways with Fire, she says, "I believe that Earth, as an ensouled being, is, by definition, intelligent, intentional, self-aware, purposeful, and of ultimate significance. Earth is alive, self-aware, and actively engaged with all forms of life that emerge from her body. Ismana leads Edmund, Nina, and Tom in a powerful fire ritual at Indian Canyon.
I want to welcome us to this fire ritual, and I want to ask each and every one of you to help me to create a home for the fire that we're going to be bringing in, that beautiful fire spirit. We offer you sacred tobacco, asking you with your great heart to join us. Great Spirit, great Creator, be with us today. So we're offering the sacred corn, symbol of life, symbol of nourishment, that brings the great golden light from our beautiful star, our life giver, to this earth. And we're offering the lavender to honor the women nation, to honor the female energy, to honor our Earth Mother, for the beauty and sweetness and healing that that lavender brings. And we're placing the cedar to ask that fire spirit, when the fire spirit comes to us, to honor our ancestors, to bless our ancestors, the fire, the being from the beginning of time. Creation begins with fire, creation will end with fire. And thanksgiving for the beautiful song, and thanksgiving for this beautiful fire. To remember that in the heart of this Earth Mother, that her heart is molten fire. She has rivers of fire flowing within her belly. The center of this very earth and the center of her body is fire.
This is truly a perfect definition of finding your path and leading a balanced lifestyle.